We were really close friends. She felt I was being disrespectful to her, and out of nowhere, someone grabs my hair and pulls me to the concrete.
What's wrong with you?
She deserved it.
You trying to be a thugetta?
Ooh, bad girls you love to hate. Today on Judge Joe Brown.
A relaxing day at the beach leads to a campus attack. Nursing student Nikea Taylor is suing her former friend and her mother for damages to her vehicle. Defendants LaShanae Johnson and her mother Antoinette Robinson say it was a mutual fight. Now, here's Judge Joe Brown.
Miss Taylor, it appears that you're suing Miss Johnson and her mother, Mrs. Robinson, for damages as a result of a motor vehicle accident. Is that right?
Yes.
The defense is that she could have avoided it if she'd been mature about the situation.
All right.
You first, ma'am.
Okay, well, what happened was me and LaShanae, we go, just to give you a backside into it, we go way back.
Well,
we went to high school
you're 20,
together.
she's 18, you went to high school together.
Yes, we went to high school together. We were really good friends. I mean,
Well, I mean, you'd be in the 12th grade, she'd be in the 10th. How do you get to be?
We played on the same basketball team.
Oh, basketball.
So we had a really close relationship. We went
She
out
was a junior member of the team.
Yes. So we went out all the time. She spent the night at my house. She ate off my table as well as I did hers. We were really close friends. So what happened on this day was we were on a double date with our boyfriends. We were going to the beach. So she backed into my car, and my initial first reaction was to get out my car, obviously, and look at the damages. So after I did so, I asked her boyfriend if he had insurance. And he said yes, but he doesn't want to report it because
Whose car was it?
It was
she
his
was driving?
boyfriend's, but she was driving without a license. So I said, okay, that's fine. We don't have to report it to your insurance. And she said, okay, I'll pay for it. I said, okay, that's not a problem. We decided not to tell her mom because she would get in trouble. Like, I was her friend. I didn't want her to get in trouble, and I was under the impression that she would pay me my money. So I was just being a good friend, and we would carry on with our day. I'd say about 4-5 months later, she gave me $150 for it. We came up with $300 because I was going around getting a lot of estimates from different places, and she wasn't satisfied. I went to 2-3 different places where she sent me to go get estimates because the ones I was bringing her was too much. So I went
like,
to...
what do you mean, too much?
Too much as far as like price range.
How much is too much?
$475. I have one for $475, $350, just ranging from every price, and she wasn't satisfied.
Translation, the people thought you were cute.
Maybe.
They gave you a good deal.
Okay, so she wasn't satisfied with that, and I said, okay, where do you want me to go? She told me where to go. I went and got an estimate for $300, and that was the deal. She gave me $150 3-4 months later, and after that, I mean, I hadn't heard from her.
So you're asking for $150?
For my car damages solely, yes.
And, I mean, we're not talking about a very expensive vehicle. We're talking about, what are we talking about? A Volkswagen Beetle, 2003. Now, that sounds simple enough. How do we get to the assault situation?
Okay, the assault situation was, I had been texting her for months at a time, asking her.
It hasn't been that many months, so when you're talking about months at a time.
After she paid me my $150.
You're still talking about, to me, a short period of time. Go ahead.
4 or 5 months, I've been texting her, calling her, trying to get my money. She keeps saying, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. So we were going back and forth, bickering to each other for a numerous of months. I had been in school, I play basketball, I go to school.
You're in college.
I'm in college, I have a job. I mean, I'm
and
taking
you play
care of business.
basketball.
Right. So on the night of the night prior to the attack, her boyfriend called me and was like, we got your money. She felt I was being disrespectful to her by asking her for my money. Constantly asking for her my money. She owed me money.
The way you asked
and I wanted my
Why
money.
are you interrupting? Now, we come to what disturbs me. You two are supposed to be friends. You're at college. Said November 3rd, year last. What happens?
Okay, can I tell you what happened the night before?
Well, you can go to the night before.
What happened the night before was her boyfriend called me and told me, oh, we have the money. This was after an argument between me and her. He called me and said, oh, we have the money. Come to my house and meet me and we'll give it to you. That doesn't sound right to me. Like, that tells me right there just clear judgment that they were gonna try to jump me that night. I told my parents what happened. And they said, no, my dad wouldn't let me go there.
Good friends would not anticipate one against the other that a boyfriend of one says they're gonna take care of me and they've got the money, I think they're gonna jump me. So you didn't go the day prior.
I didn't go the night
day
before.
after, what happens?
The day after, I was in class.
November 3rd.
This is November the 3rd. I was in class, and I was walking down the stairs. We have an upper quad where everyone hangs out after class. I was walking down the stairs, and my back is turned. And out of nowhere, someone grabs my hair and pulls me to the concrete. I instantly hit my head on the ground, and she's just attacking me. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The defendant, LaShanae Johnson.
Was there anybody else with her?
Yes, her friend.
Did she do anything to you?
At that moment, no, but she did jump in.
She jumped in to break it up.
She jumped in the fight. As I have in my witness statements. That,
yes, you complained about it.
Yes. And when they broke us up, I stood up and they both jumped on me then. That's when she jumped on me when I got up and I was ready to defend myself. Because this was all out of nowhere. I'm coming from class. I go to school to get an education. You don't go to college to fight. I mean, you can
No, that's not usually the reason that you go.
So, I mean, you can imagine the talk of the school. I was humiliated. I've suffered so much just from this incident.
In fact, you had to miss part of a tournament.
I missed school. I missed a basketball tournament that weekend due to my swelling lip, due to the heavy meds that I was on from
Yes, you had
anxiety.
to go to the hospital later the same evening. You got treated for contusions, bruises. You had abrasions on your legs and also blisters. I take it from the report that you were drugged by these two. They pulled you along, which caused you to get abrasions, scrapes.
They had been at my school for hours looking for me.
Yes, I know. They're out there ready to ambush. What's wrong with you?
The other girl didn't come to fight.
What is wrong with you? What's your excuse?
Why did I push her?
Yeah.
Because she was threatening me.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
She was talking like, oh, you know where to find me if you want to fight. You know where I stay. Come find me. I called her name. She turned around. And I pushed her. And she handed her phone to her friend, and she was about to sock me, but I hit her first.
It's Joe time after this. Bad girls you love to hate today on Judge Joe Brown.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff in this case says her friend backed into her car while they were out at the beach. She says the defendant later attacked her at school and only paid half of what she owed. Let's take a look.
Pass up all of what you have. I've read your sworn account and I've looked at copies. Now, let's go to the defendant. What do you have to say about this, Miss Johnson?
Well, as she said, we were friends in high school, and one day we were going on a double date to the beach, and I backed into her car, and I did hit her car. And she did bring me an estimate for $300, and I told her,
She says it was the lowest she could get, and that was upon your direction to a certain place, right?
Right. It was $300. The estimate was $300.
Why did we not get the $300 paid? Are we broke?
I gave her $150. I told her, I said, Nakia, when I get the other $150, I'll give it to you. I didn't give her a day. I didn't give her none of that. I just told her when I get it.
The definition under the law becomes what is reasonable.
But she didn't say when.
$150.
She didn't ask me when are you going to give it to me. She just said, okay, call me when you get it. 4 or 5 months is not
reasonable.
So I gave her the $150, and I told her when I get the other $150, I'll give it to you. We didn't talk for about 2 months. And then I seen her, because we have mutual friends. And I seen her about 2 to 3 months after the incident. No, after.
That's a long time for that $150 to go hanging.
Well, we hadn't talked between that 2 to 3 month period.
Our old friend girl who's befriended me and played big sister, I owe $150. I can just do my own due for a couple of times.
We hadn't talked, so she didn't say anything to me at the picnic, but as soon as she left, about 2 days later, I get a text message, I think, or a phone call, I'm not sure which one, and she's like, when are you gonna give me my money? And I said, when I give you the other 150, when I get the other 150, I'll give it to you.
Make her first priority.
Asking turned into, if you don't give me my bleeping money, I'ma find you and do this to you and do that to you.
I never threatened.
So-
Well, collection efforts.
I have proof that you wrote me a
little
message on my
excessive.
Instagram.
Okay.
So that turned into threats. She called my boyfriend, telling him I know where you stay. So the day before we fought, she just got a jolt of
Can't you
energy,
give
I
us
guess.
some advance notice? Let's go to November 3rd.
November 3rd, my boyfriend called her boyfriend because the phone number I had on her was disconnected. So we called her boyfriend, and he gave us her number. My boyfriend was talking to her, and then so I called her, and I said, I don't have your money, but I don't appreciate you calling my boyfriend, calling me, threatening me. I told you once I get the other $150, I was gonna give it to you. So she was talking like, oh, you know where to find me if you wanna fight. You know where I stay, come find me, and all this other
That's
stuff.
not true. She said either you go.
Hold your point. Well, what did you do when you get there on November 3rd to the location, the college campus?
November 3rd, she was walking down the stairs. I called her name, she turned around, and I pushed her. And she handed her phone to her friend, and she was about to sock me, but I hit her first.
In the police statement.
Well, hold on. Stop.
So right when she was about to
Hearsay.
swing,
This
I
is
stepped
better.
back and I hit her. And that's when we started fighting. I did not sucker punch her. I did not grab her from the back and pull her hair. And
So
she
you
was.
pushed her. Well, I mean, that sort of gets it on right there, doesn't it?
I felt at that time she deserved it. That's how I felt at the time.
Wait. She deserved it.
Right? At that time, that's how I
So
felt.
what are you trying to be? Today's urban girl Rilla? And laying low until the time comes to go uprise?
At that time, that's what I felt at that time. I mean, I can't take it
Well,
back,
why
but
the devil didn't you control yourself? You
Because-
can't even do that and get away with it on a basketball court. Why do you think you can get away with it on campus where you didn't go but she did?
because at that time, that's
Because
how I
at
felt.
that time, what?
That's how I felt
Hell,
at
that's
the
a
time.
personal foul, even if it'd been on the court. It thrown you out the game.
Well, I learned from my mistake. It wasn't a right decision.
There might feel that way listening to you.
Well, it
but they
wasn't a right
control
decision to
themselves.
make.
Why can't you control yourself?
It wasn't a right decision to make, but I did it, and I
Well,
learned
then
from
won't
it.
you think you ought to take care of that $150 is still hanging?
No, I don't.
What?
No.
She has no remorse.
I
That's
have
what makes
remorse.
it so bad.
Oh, you spent a night in jail.
For about 5 hours.
5 hours. You go down there, you look for her. I'm going to catch her on campus. So you walk up behind her, shove her, and she looked at me, and then we got it on. But you've got backup. And the witnesses and a bunch of other people say the two of you decided to drag her.
That's not true.
Well, it may be, but it seems like breaking it up, I guess the two of you and your friend girl were dragging in the same direction.
Why would
and
we
you
have to
wound
jump
up
her?
going to jail for something as dumb as that. Now, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to be a nurse.
Care for people and help people. Well, I know some RNs, nurses, and let me tell you something. You want to get aggravated, you go do what they do.
Just because I made a mistake don't mean that that's
Oh,
what my
yeah,
future
but
gonna
you
determine.
don't do anything about that mistake because you still have the same attitude. In other words, you're not repentant.
Yes, I am. Just because I'm not on my knees begging her
No,
to
you
forgive me
have
don't
to
mean I don't have no
beg. What are you
remorse.
sitting there giving me all kinds of harsh verbiage about what you ain't
Because
gonna do and what you not gonna do and I so-and-so and she can't what? No.
I have remorse for it, but
What?
it may not show in my body language, but I did.
You went to jail?
I went to jail and
That
I
doesn't
did
have
community
anything to do
service.
with her. See, people don't even know what the law
I
is.
wrote her an apology letter.
That said, I don't
Big
regret
deal.
doing
She's
what
got
I
a dented
did.
Volkswagen. It still ain't right. Baby got some blemishes. Needs a little body work. Something on the bumper. That ain't got nothing to do with her hardware. Paint job. They charge you $350 to open a can of paint before they shake it up to put it in the sprayer and thin it out. Imron's expensive.
We'll be back with more Judge Joe Brown in a moment.
What do you think about this, Mother?
It would have been all handled had they come to me. I don't teach her to be like that.
I know.
What she did was,
She's
totally
been hard-headed.
Exactly. And had I known she was going to do that day, it wouldn't have never happened.
Closed captioning sponsored by Bad Girls You Love to Hate today on Judge Joe Brown.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The defendant in this case admits to damaging the plaintiff's car and to paying for part of that damage. She says they ended up in an all-out brawl after the plaintiff wouldn't let up about the rest of the money. Let's take a look.
What do you think about this, Mother?
It would have been all handled had they come to me, and they didn't do that.
No, the point is Mother, they're all over the age of majority now. So the bottom line is like, let's see, about the same age you were when you had her. So, I mean, time's time to get it together and start acting like you are grown instead of going around with this.
I don't teach her to be like that.
I know.
What she did was,
She's
totally
been hard-headed.
Exactly. And had I known she was going to do that day, it wouldn't have never happened.
And by the way, you could have run into another thugette. And maybe since this is the L.A. area, we'd have another headline about somebody popping the cap on somebody. $150 doggone dollars, and she's not even suing you for the assault.
I am.
Oh,
as
good.
far as some emotional distress. I
no,
went through.
not emotional distress.
I mean, just pain and
Don't
suffering in
worry
general.
about emotional distress. What you
like,
got, hold on. What you got is battered. Therefore, even if it's only $1 damages, what's going on is the public's very interested in you maintaining your decorous behavior and not going off and taking matters into your own hand with a pistol, knife, baseball bat, some such. So they don't want any transgression against the public peace, dignity, and order of California. That, by the way, is what you got arrested for, allegedly transgressing upon. Not her, but the public peace, dignity, and order. That's between you and the state of California. But she's got her civil action against you for you injuring her, and she doesn't want to be put in a position to, yeah, I'll take care of this.
Judge Joe Brown makes his ruling after this.
Did an ex cost you money and you have the cell phone video to prove it? Call 1-877-JOE'S-LAW or visit JudgeJoeBrown.com.
You know, you really ought to do some self-examination to figure out why you're so angry at yourself.
I'm not angry with myself.
You're either angry at yourself or you trying to be a thuggetter.
No.
Thugette.
No.
Plus, we're here. We still don't have $150.
Well, I wasn't working at the time, so I couldn't give her the $150.
Financial responsibility. Plus, you weren't licensed at the time to exercise the privilege, not right, of operating a motor vehicle in this state.
All right.
So, you know, that's a couple of strikes right there. So anyway, $150 in your cost on this one. And good luck on the other matter.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Well, when it gets down to it, the defendant told the judge that she just felt like attacking the plaintiff on that day, so she did. So the plaintiff was without her money and she got a beating on her campus. The defendant still seemed angry, even though she kept telling the judge that she was sorry. She'll have to pay. We'll be right back. We're back. The defendant told the judge she never gave the plaintiff a timeline for payback, but it doesn't work like that, and going on the attack only made her look worse. The judge asked why the defendant wasn't more contrite. Whatever she really feels, she'll pay. To contact this court, check out our website at judgejoebrown.com.